All right, let's get right into it. We're unpacking the source material behind a pretty shocking new U.S. visa proposal, one that's causing a lot of concern, especially for professionals in India.
So, what's all the fuss about? Well, at the very heart of this story is a single number from the source, a proposed new fee for H1B visa applications that is, frankly, just staggering.
Yep, you heard that right. 100,000 US dollars. According to the source, a figure this massive doesn't just tweak the policy, it completely changes the entire conversation around skilled migration.
And to really put that into perspective for the people most affected, we're talking about roughly 9.4 crore Indian rupees. The source argues this stops being a professional opportunity and becomes a monumental financial wall.
This quote really captures the feeling in the source material. It frames the fee not as some simple administrative change, but as a fundamental blockade standing between people and their futures.
So to really get why this fee is so explosive, we have to quickly talk about what the H1B visa has always represented, particularly for talented people coming out of India. The source material describes how, for decades, this visa has been seen as a critical pathway. It's the mechanism that has allowed top talent to come and contribute to global industries, especially in tech and medicine. And who are we talking about here? Well, the groups who would be hit the hardest are in these super specialized fields. The source specifically points to engineers, IT experts, and medical professionals, people who've traditionally used this visa to build incredible international careers. Now, this slide right here provides some absolutely crucial context from the source. That proposed $100,000 fee is nearly the same as the median annual salary for an H-1B holder. The source emphasizes that this disparity would make the visa financially impossible for the vast majority of families. Okay, so this leads to the bigger story. Beyond the impact on individuals, the source material describes the potential for what it calls a seismic economic shock, something that could affect major corporations and the entire Indian economy.
The immediate corporate reaction, as reported in the source, is pretty telling. Tech and finance giants are allegedly scrambling, trying to get their employees into the U.S. before a fee like this could be implemented. That alone signals just how disruptive it would be.
And for India, the source paints a pretty grim picture of the potential fallout. It talks about a huge threat to remittances, that's the money sent home that's so crucial for so many families, as well as the direct hit to careers and jobs within its massive skilled workforce.
The source material really uses this point to frame the issue not as some abstract economic policy, but as a direct threat to the financial foundation of countless families. Naturally, a policy proposal this dramatic makes you ask, why? What's the motivation? Well, the source material offers a really strong analysis of the political agenda it believes is driving all of this.
The analysis within the source uses some very direct language, doesn't it? It characterizes this move as part of a broader, much more aggressive foreign policy and political strategy under Donald Trump.
The source presents what it sees as a pattern. It connects the dots from, say, 50% import tariffs aimed at trade to this visa fee, which it argues is aimed squarely at blocking the movement and potential of skilled individuals. And it all boils down to this three-part strategy that the source claims is at play. A very clear, calculated approach. Intimidate, isolate, and impose. So, moving on from the politics and the economics, the source then focuses on what it describes as the most profound impact of all, the human one. The argument is that individual dreams are now facing a potential wall. Yeah, the source asks us to really consider this on a personal level. Think about that brilliant student, that ambitious engineer, that medical researcher. Their path, which was once paved with hard work and talent, may now just be blocked by a financial demand they could never meet. Suddenly, that abstract dream has a very concrete price tag, and the source repeatedly brings the focus right back to this number to quantify just how high that new barrier is. And this is a really crucial point from the source's framing. It elevates the whole issue beyond economics, arguing it actually becomes a humanitarian crisis when a policy effectively blocks a whole generation's aspirations.
So how does the source material conclude? Well, it looks forward, painting a picture of a new era that it defines by one word: uncertainty.
The source's final analysis is unambiguous. It interprets this proposed fee not as some small policy tweak, but as a deliberate blockade against the ambitions of skilled Indian professionals.
And this final quote from the source serves as a pretty stark warning. It suggests this isn't just an isolated event, but maybe the beginning of a long, difficult period for international talent trying to find opportunities in the U.S.
And that leaves us with the final critical question posed by the source. In a world where financial walls are being built higher and higher, what happens to all that human potential, to the innovation, and to the dreams that are caught on